Hello guys, and welcome to my travel series here on my channel, where I'd like to share the places and things my boyfriend and I did last week. So this is not the usual sit-down video where you usually get to hear me speak and only see my hands and my handbags. Still, this time, I would also like to try out showing this other hobby of ours, which is exploring different countries and their beautiful cities. I've always wanted to try out this kind of video as it serves as a diary for me and a great way to reminisce about special moments just like this one. Anyway, for this travel video, we went to visit Prague, which is the capital city of Czech Republic. This is my first time visiting this city, and after we traveled for 4 hours by train, we then looked for our Airbnb to drop off our luggages, freshen up a bit, then we headed out straight to explore the city. And I can say that this city is full of great sceneries, one of which is their buildings. And I can say that Prague has one of the most intricate details on their architectures that I've seen so far here in Europe. Well, you'd be able to catch up more of this later and also on my Instagram account. So this should technically be our first day here in Prague, but since we already arrived towards the end of the day, we just basically went to stroll around the old town square and see what we can check out in the next coming days. After checking out the city, we then went for an Asian dinner where we had some mixed gyozas and seafood dumplings, which were good, as well as their main courses. Are you cold? Yeah, it's definitely not cold. Then we continued to stroll around the old town square, where we ended up at one of the tourist attractions here, which is the Charles Bridge. We started our day by doing tourist attractions here, one of which is going to the Petrin Tower. And as you can see here, there's a long line for tourists to get to the top, riding the funicular. And again, another line for other attractions such as this one. The view going to the top. There's the queue line outside. So we're at the first stop. You have the we're still going up there. Next, we went to the Mirror Maze, which reminded me of a scene from Harry Potter, if you know what I mean, or if you know that scene. It wasn't that big, but the fun mirrors were that entertaining. After that, we were already hungry and went to try Czech cuisine, where we tried the restaurant's specialty, such as ducks. So here's the interior of the restaurant. It has a very classic interior, where my main course is not ducks because I don't like them, but my boyfriend did try, and it was good. And we then continued touring, where we stumbled upon John Lennon's wall and other tourist attractions. Quickly stumbled upon here, and it says the narrowest Prague street with the street lights. You can see. And we went to visit the Wallenstein Palace, where the dripstone wall was also located. I was pretty much amazed by these walls. The touring continues. Looks very aesthetically pleasing. From those paintings and the ceilings and the carvings, very intricate. Where are we going?
Sex museum.
Different kind of museum this time. It somehow reminds me of the night out in Madrid. There's a lot of people outside tonight. Maybe because it's Friday night, but yeah. We're still, okay, we're already here. It's sex museum. Well, let's just say that it was an interesting museum, which I can show here the exhibits as they were too explicit. After that, we went on to look for some place to eat dinner. By the way, we noticed that the metro here in Prague was too deep and the slope of their escalators was that steep. It's a bit scary as a first timer here, to be honest. Then we found this restaurant whose main dish is mussels paired with Belgian fries, which surprisingly are a good combo, and ending our day with full tummies. Starting our second day here at the Palace Lucera, where there is this hidden attraction of the statue of King Wenceslas riding a dead horse. I mean, it's really not your usual statue, but it holds a lot of history and significance here. After that, we went back again to the Old Town Square to see the astronomical clock, which is known as one of the oldest clocks to still function up to this day. And here's the clip where it rang every hour.
Look. Yeah.
It was quite long, but I felt very lucky that I was able to experience it firsthand. And on with the tour in the Old Town Square, which is filled with beautiful architecture and intricate buildings. Then we already felt hungry, so we wanted to try out a Michelin Italian restaurant which filled our tummies with tasty food. We certainly recommend you to try it out here. It was really good. After that, we wanted to try out boat cruising, as the weather was nice and sunny, and experience a different view of the city. So since it was a nice day, we went to stroll around the royal garden, which was filled with various plants and trees that are not common. And then we went off to visit the Prague castle, which unfortunately we weren't able to check the inside as we did not much have time. So we just went to check out the vicinity of the castle. And again, they go crazy with the peacock. They also have here some sort of royal guards. After that, we went back again to the city center, and we were also able to witness the art installation of the head of Franz Kafka, which is mesmerizing to watch, as you can see.
Wow, that's
So we arrived in the television tower. Yep, going up there with these little weird thingies. So here are the comparisons of how tall is this television tower. So apparently it's this one over here, Czech Republic, and these are the other towers from different countries. And the overview from the observatory of the city. And we ended our second day at the television tower, where you can see most of the attractions from a bird's point of view. And so this is our last day here in Prague, and we used our remaining time in the morning to visit a few places, just like here in Vyšehrad, which also has a great view of the other side of the city. And you can also see here the Basilica of St. Peter and St. Paul, which has a very beautiful interior with Gothic designs. Then after visiting the basilica, we then stroll around the area. Then after that, we then head back to our Airbnb to have some lunch and pack our luggage as we're already leaving. Okay, so before we left, I'll quickly show you our Airbnb. So that's the kitchen area with this dining table with 2 chairs, a huge window panels over here, this bright orange couch, and the unmade bed. And there's also a television over here. So that's the whole room. As you can see, it's just one big space over there. And here's the toilet and the bathroom. And over here, there's the main door and the closet and this mini fridge, which our Airbnb host gave us some freebies for breakfast. And that's it. Yep. Very handy with this Longchamp travel bag. So I'll just put it like this on top of my wheeled luggage. Everything is fine. Still have time. We're going to check the historical building of the train station. She looks like this. Okay, now we're looking for our platform to finally go home. And this ends our visit to Prague. Hopefully we'd be able to go back again and check some other places that we missed, just like the interiors of the castle. And again, I cannot wait to share with you guys my next travel diaries here on my channel. Thank you for watching!